Alléluia, 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 Hosanna. He has made me glad, oh, he has made me glad. I will rejoice, for he has made me glad. He has made me glad, oh, he has made me glad. I will rejoice, for he has made me glad. When all my world seemed oh so dark, he turned my darkness into light. When mountains stood in my way, he turned them into a plain. He made the crooked places smooth, he has made me glad. When going through the wilderness, he made a way for me. He told me he will never leave me, he held me by the hand. He turned my sorrows into praises, he has made me glad. He has made me glad. He has made me glad. Oh, he has made me glad. I will rejoice, for he has made me glad. He has made me glad. He has made me glad. Hallelujah. He has made me glad. I will rejoice, for he has made me glad. Lord, receive. Going up, from glory to glory, going up, going up. Nakoyemba lelo pona kosepelisa yawe. Nakoyemba yemba lelo pona kosepelisa yawe. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. He uses things that are useless to make them useful. If the world says you are powerless, in Jesus you are powerful. He took me from zero to make me a hero. What my mother could not do, yeah, what my father could not do, what the doctors could not do, and what the world could not do. My Jesus gives me joy. De la boue il m'a tiré pour me donner la forme. De jeter il m'a aidé, Jésus mérite ma louange. Ce que l'homme ne peut pas faire, ce que ton père ne peut pas faire, ce que l'homme ne peut pas faire, il a fait ça pour moi. By fire, by force, we are going higher, we are going forward in Jesus' name. By fire, by force, we are going forward. By fire, by force, we are going higher. By fire, by force, we are going forward. By fire, by force, we are going higher. By fire, by force, we are going forward. By fire, by force, we are going higher. Devil like it or not, we the devil likes it or not, we are going forward no matter what they try. In the name of Jesus. 1, 2, 3. Hosanna, my highest praise. Hallelujah. Higher, higher, higher. Forward, forward, forward. Higher, higher, higher. Forward, forward, forward. Zion, clap your hands for Jesus. Tozo kende na no nai. Tozo mata na yesterday. Mata, 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 mata. Riboso, riboso, riboso. Mata, 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 mata. Yesu tomati na yesu tomati. Hallelujah. Tombola yesu, tombola. Tombola yesu, tombola. Rende ba onio. Bete la yesu na yolindan. Rusje duaki. Hallelujah.
Bino entrepreneur, il y a monde entier. Précisément, communauté congolaise. Oza na entreprise na yo. Oza na service na yo. Oza na nini na yo. Eloko moko sala. Oza na besoin ya lancement, ya publicité. Pona, bachaka, boke ne musika te. Site salami ya bino, entrepreneur. Juste à louer.com. Pas ozwa. Likamuto wana mo besoin. Azalo kwa Google. Google siko ya biloko nyonso oyetale ba Congolais nzeta mino kimbanzi bolinga na expliquer bino ndenge na to expliquer bino makambo ezo sala lelo biso tout na kata juste aloy ngadela ngadio la kata juste aloy ba grand prêtre na juste aloy ba tu pe basala kampiaka ba na juste aloy na so ba bino te na so ba bino te to sala si to pona bino.
Hello, hello, hello. Shalom, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are and which country you are found in. It is your woman of God, Rose Bijoux Ramires, and today I have brought you a new talk show. We are here with Talk to Me. Yes, it's Talk to Me, your brand new show. As it always is, when there's a first time, there's always things you've got to fix. So we are here, nevertheless, better late than never. So I would like you, wherever you are, share with somebody, call somebody, invite somebody, because this is Talk to Me. I want you to connect so you can talk to us too. I have a special guest who's here to talk to me about a very important topic, autism. We want to talk about the realities of autism. I'm going to be bilingual. Usually I speak in English and French, but today we are going to be English and Lingala. So join us from wherever you are and share this. We're going to be talking about autism. So like, love, share, comment, ask your questions, and you'll get your answers. Bonsoir à tout le monde. Je suis la servante de l'Éternel, Rose Bijoux Ramires. Tozalia walelo na émission ya sika. To teaka, to bondelaka, to conseillaka. Mais siko na ye na eloko moko ya bien o elobi talk to me, c'est-à-dire parle-moi. Tozana ba sujet ebele o bato bazo lekana nango. Peut-être ayebi nenga ko partager ngote ou bien bolamu ebele mutu muso azanango. Mais azoye bate platoni na koyo keneko solo lana mutu po a partager yango. Alors na ye na émission oyo ya talk to me oyo lobi parle-moi solo lananga po toyeba ko partager makambo oyo ekosunga biso ebele na communauté. Mutu muso azana likambo bien alingi ko partager te menga na lingi na partager et ba invité na nganyos ba bando ya na plateau ba ko ya po ba partager ba expérience personnelle, ba conseil personnel o bango baleki nango oyo nini sungi bango nango nini sungaki bango nango te. So on this platform we will be talking about issues that people are facing. My take on life, or my mission, or my vision is about empowerment and encouragement. So when you have a gift, don't hide it, says the Bible. Share it. When you know something, share it. So we are here to share experiences. So if you're watching me, you have something you want to discuss, you wish to share, come and talk to me. I hope you are sharing. So I will be looking at your comments later, but we have to talk about what we're here to talk about. So we're going to talk about autism. Autism is a behavioral disorder that many people do not understand. Some, because they don't understand, they mistreat children with autism. Some, because they don't understand, they run away from people who've got autistic children. Some, because they don't understand, they do all sorts of things that does not enlighten them even more about autism. So today, with my guest, we will talk about what autism is and what we can do to raise awareness about it. Le trouble de l'autisme ezali condition, il y a caractère, il y a développement. Donc moko mwana moko azana développement bien, il y a bien na mentalité donc bango ba comportement na bango ezala un peu spécial, un peu différent na bana misusu na bingi yango spécial ngai siko batu musu lokola azo comprendre autisme te ako caractériser mwana wana la façon nyonso ya lingi auto découvrir na plateau ya lelo. Donc soko za na expérience à makambo après émission à lelo komela biso sponsor na ngai juste à louer, sponsor na ngai Heaven Above Studio tozali awa komela biso ba sujet na yo. Donc, on a qu'une directement na dossier à l'élo pour tout moi mini poto banda na ligne na introduire bino invité nanga à kombo na ye bienvenue bienvenue ko Zulu et ye a ko expliquer biso makamba autisme parce que aza papa ou azoboko la bana ou basa spécial. My guest today is Bienvenue ko Zulu. He is a father who's got 3 children with autism. And he's managed well. So he said, why not go on this platform of Talk to Me and share my experience? So without wasting time, here we are. Mr. Bienvenue Kuzulu.
Yes, my sister Rose. Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
You're not nervous?
A little bit, but I'm sure
Relax.
Since I'll be sharing my very own life experience,
yeah,
I wouldn't have any problem.
Good. So it's something that you know you live through, so it's going to be okay for you.
Exactly.
So I would like you to be very comfortable. We're talking about autism today, and my topic is very blunt today. Is autism a medical condition, or is autism witchcraft, as some people say it, or is autism a spiritual thing, as other people say it, a demon-possessed kind of condition, like some people would characterize it. Yango autisme ezali maladie to eza kindoki. But mususu moni mwana moko azana autisme ba déclarer kaka démoniaque, azana ba démon. Donc yo sikoyo ozana bana expliquer biso nanu autisme pona yo eza nini?
Thank you. With my point of view, I could say is a medical condition. In the other hand, it's just a condition like everybody else have their own condition. As far as a witchcraft is concerned, I do not believe autism is a witchcraft because I am a born-again Christian. My children are born within the church. So, and I don't see how something spiritual can affect my family, but it is a condition. You need to know exactly, learn how this condition affects people or affects your children, and they work on your very own way, how you can support them to live better.
Okay. I'm a nurse by profession, but here I don't really want to talk about my nursing background so much, but on the medical kind of things, yes, you are correct. It is a medical condition. But the reason we're talking about it here is because other people misunderstand it. So when your children were diagnosed with autism, can you talk us through the process? How were they diagnosed? What's the process? How were they diagnosed? When did they get diagnosed? Donc, tant bana na yo bazalaki diagnostiqué na autisme ezalaki ndenge nini ezalaki na temps nini na âge nini ndenge nini esalamaki ke oyebaki bana na baza na autisme?
Yeah, first of all, the diagnostic came one at the time. I would say, let's say, for my firstborn, who's 18 years old now.
So you got 3 children?
Yeah,
three children.
I got 6 altogether, but 3 with special need.
Okay.
And Estras was about 2.5 years old when he get diagnosed. And back then, at that time, we didn't even have his younger brothers yet.
Okay. So he's the firstborn? Yeah,
he's the firstborn. So basically, what used to happen, as we all know, as the child is growing, you can see that at this certain age, he should be able to do this, he should be able to do that. Then when we get to the point where he wasn't able to do things according to his age, so by that time, the doctors get involved in terms of trying to do more exams and tests to find out why.
So at what age exactly was Estras really? That's your firstborn who's now 18.
Yeah.
How old was he exactly when he was diagnosed?
It was around 2.5 years old.
2.5 years. So what were the things that you noticed that led you to take him? Did you take him to the doctor?
Yeah, I brought the awareness to the doctor because he was nearly 2. And he wasn't still not speaking.
So yours was the speech indication. So
yes.
There was a speech delay, and you said, I want to take him to the doctor.
And the sound behavior as well.
Some behaviors. Like,
so as we go to the doctor, they do some exams, and they have to get quite a broad of physician involved. They have to get a speech and language therapist. So that's how the process goes. Then everybody have to given their reports. That's how they decided that, that's how we get the diagnostic that he is autistic.
Okay. So, first of all, you said he was 2.5 years old, and then he wasn't talking, and then you went to the doctors to talk to them about the fact that he wasn't talking.
Yeah.
Okay. So, just, are we going to go on pause again, guys? Okay. I'm just going to wait to be told.
Bijoux entrepreneur, il y a monde entier. Précisément, communauté congolaise. Aux entreprises na yo, aux services na yo, aux nini na yo, eloko moko sala, aux besoin ya lancement, ya publicité, pona, bachaka, bokene msikate. Site salami ya bino entrepreneur. Juste à louer.com. Pas aux oies. Les kamutwa n'ont besoin. Asa le quoi Google. Google siko ya biloko nyonso ou etale ba congolais. Nzeta mino. Kimbanzi. Hein? Bolinga na expliquer bino ndenge. Na so expliquer bino makambo ezo salama lelo. Biso tout on a kate juste à louer. Ngade ya ngadios la kate juste à louer. Ba grand prêtre na juste à louer. Bah tu peux passer à Mpiaka, bah n'est juste à louer. Non, ça va la vinoter. Non, ça va la vinoter. Tout ça, ici, ton point la vinote. Bijoux entrepreneur, il y a monde entier. Précisément, communauté congolaise. Aux entreprises na yo, aux services na yo, aux nini na yo, eloko moko sala, aux besoin ya lancement, ya publicité, pona, bachaka, bokene msikate. Site salami ya bino entrepreneur. Juste à louer.com. Pas aux oies. Les kamutwa n'ont besoin. Asa le quoi Google. Google siko ya biloko nyonso ou etale ba congolais. Nzeta mino. Kimbanzi. Hein? Bolinga na expliquer bino ndenge. Na so expliquer bino makambo ezo salama lelo. Biso tout on a kate juste à louer. Ngade ya ngadios la kate juste à louer. Ba grand prêtre na juste à louer. Bah tu peux passer à Mpiaka, bah n'est juste à louer. Non, ça va la vinoter. Non, ça va la vinoter. Tout ça, ici, ton point la vinote. Bijoux entrepreneur, il y a monde entier. Précisément, communauté congolaise. Aux entreprises na yo, aux services na yo, aux nini na yo, eloko moko sala, aux besoin ya lancement, ya publicité, pona, batiaka bokene musika te. Site salami ya bino entrepreneur. Juste alloué.com. Pas ozwa. Likamuto wana ngo besoin. Azalo kwa Google. Google siko ya biloko nyonso o etale ba Congolais. Nzeta mino. Kimbanzi. Bolinga na expliquer bino ndenge. Nazo expliquer bino makambo ezo salama lelo. Biso tout la kate juste alloué. Ngade la radio la kate juste alloué. Ba grand prêtre na juste alloué. Ba tu peux passer la mpiaka ba na juste alloué. Na so ba bino te. Na so ba bino te.
Hello. I am so sorry. I apologize to all of our viewers because of a technical glitch. It happens. So if you shared the first link, please share this one again because this is the one we're going to be talking about until the end. Bolimbisi ndenge tokatanaki et moi problème technique, je vous encourage à partager tozongeli. Je suis la servante de l'Éternel Rose Bijoux Ramires. Nathan a invité nanga lelo. Bienvenue de Kozulu. Lelo tozolo bela autisme. Tozolo bela autisme, ba problème à autisme et pour toper sa biso vision pour comprendre les anini vraiment. Alors, dans la question, on a qui invité nanga, tozala bilingue en anglais et en lingala. Okay, so we're going to be in English and lingala. So we got cut off, but I'm going to be asking my guest, who's Benvindo Kuzulu, questions. He's got 3 children with autism, so he's come to share his experience with us. So back to you again. I apologize to our viewers again.
Okay, we are sorry.
Yeah, so we were talking about how you came about to notice that your children were autistic, and you started telling me about your firstborn, who's how old now?
18, turned 18 last Saturday.
Oh, happy birthday, Estras.
Yeah.
And so you were telling me when he turned 2.5 years old, you noticed some things. Tell us what were those things and what led you to take him to the doctor.
Now, the 2.5 years old was the age in which he went through the exams to be able to give him the diagnostic that is autistic. But the changes we could have noticed as he was growing.
What were the changes?
So he was a very healthy baby. He walked on time and everything, but that's the only thing we have noticed. His behavior was quite different. But being a first child as well, that they say all the children come different. Some of them might pick up things quickly, some of them slow. But as time goes by, we should notice that these things are not changing. That's why we took a decision to make it aware, to make the medical department aware of what we were experiencing at home.
Okay, so I'm going to be speaking Lingala now and again for the people at home or French. You said that speech impediment was the problem. You noticed that he was delayed in speaking.
Yes.
And then some of the behaviors, was he like troublesome at home? Was he agitated? What were the behaviors like?
He was very agitated. He can't stay still in one place.
But always boys are agitated.
So at the time, that's what we thought.
Yeah.
But that's somehow some of the behavior that autistic children have. So some of them, they can't stay still. They have to run from left to right most of the time, and full of energy, hardly tired. So you have to keep up with them. But as he goes, certain things we were seeing, we thought it was normal. But as time goes by, we thought, no, something is not right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Donc, pour ceux qui parlent lingala ou français ou tobaka lingala, tozolo bela autisme. Donc, frère, bienvenue à Zanabana Misatu. Tozolo bela moi na elboso, wa koksi déjà 18 ans. Pona ye aye bako sala ki mwana ba diagnostiqué na autisme mona ki tant mwana ko ba 2 ans et demi ça ko lobati dans développement na ye comme on a dit avant que autisme ezali retard ya développement donc na âge il y a 2 ans et demi azo lobati masaki vraiment mon boulot Par exemple, moi n'avais mon boulot comprendre, ils ont encore mon boulot normal. Mais bon, bah mon qui est normal, te bah qui n'est pas médecin. Et c'est alors que médecin comment il ça la test.
Yes.
Ok. Si quoi bah ça le test. Bah pesibino confirmation que asa autistique.
Yes.
Et ça là qui ndenge nini information bah d'ailleurs oye bah il a autisme mes années.
No.
Did you even know what autism was?
I didn't know anything about autism until it actually became part of my life.
So most people don't know what autism is until it's happening.
Exactly.
So the news is broken to you. How was it? What did you feel? They've explained this autism that you've never heard of before. What was it like to know that my child is autistic?
Wow, it was very difficult. So you have to, what I did best at that time, I tried to find out exactly what autism is. And I was introduced to certain courses which I've done to get to know exactly what autism is. And I did all these things based on my knowledge of understanding the autism I affect a child. By that way, I managed to instruct a way which we could live in peacefully at home despite Ezra's autism.
Wow. Alors, on venait de dire, le frère est bienvenu à 3 enfants. Maintenant, nous parlons que de son premier fils. On va parler des autres fils aussi. Il a 3 garçons. Après le diagnostic de son fils, il a pris les cours, à Saliba cours. Donc, il fallait comprendre autisme et animes. Il a décidé d'andimaba cours pour faire comprendre comment à vivre na bana il y a autisme. Mais et ce qui en a été, that didn't end there. You had 2 more kids. How many years later you had another child? So one child you were managing fine.
Yes.
But then you had 2 more kids. How many years later?
Between Ezra's and his siblings, they have just little over 3 years gap between them. Then the twin came along.
Twins?
Yes. They were okay growing up. One of them pretty much had some of Ezra's behavior. We can notice that pattern between the two. And the other one was even worse.
What kind of behavior? People are just hearing behavior. Give me an example of 2 or 3 kind of behaviors that made you understand the child was autistic.
First of all, they are picky in terms of food, smell, or where they can be. Another part of autistic spectrum, which is more affected as a human, is a sensory.
Okay.
The way you see things, the way you hear things, the way you feel things is totally different to a typical person compared to someone who's autistic.
Okay.
So there are certain places he wouldn't be comfortable to be. So let's say you can take him somewhere. You might not find the space you are in, on the location you are in, noisy, but you will find it very loud. Sometimes you can't even sit comfortably, you have to cover his ears.
Because according to research, the noise is more amplified in the eardrums. They hear something more magnified. They see vision more magnified than what a normal person, or not want to use the word normal, what another person might see that isn't autistic.
Yes, so we can see those patterns from Ezra's to the other siblings. But one of them was even worse because he wasn't even able to walk on time.
Okay.
It did walk until when he was nearly 3 years old.
Wow.
So one of the twins. So at that time, we used to go physiotherapy sessions and things like that.
Okay, we're going to come to the treatment in a minute. So you got these 2 more children with autism. How did you feel?
Well, it was one of the painful moments in my life, if I have to be honest.
But toza la réalité hein. Na kati limbisa. Et c'est que biso pena comment senta parce que mutu mo azota la biso soki akena na procédure en te bien kena na makaniti azayi moko à comprendre que bato muso baza affecté bato. Donc moi na liboso au comprendre, ozo manager, au sali ba cours, mi balé so ba yema passa. Bakomi na ngosiko na moment oyebisa ngozo sentir ndenge na tant que parent ya mwana oyo.
Well, it was a very shocking experience, as a lot of people, like we mentioned on our theme, that is it medical or witchcraft?
Yes.
We start thinking a lot, trying to think maybe the in-laws, maybe family member, but it wasn't the case.
So you started thinking along the side, is this a curse? Is this a witchcraft? Is it somebody that did this to us and cursed us with this kind of children? Is it you thinking it or people making you think it?
I could have it both ways, but what I've managed to do is stay positive. I spend so much time get to understand what autism is, and by the grace of God, I managed to put things in place which will, because all three of them, even though they are autistic, the spectrum vary.
Yes.
So they are not exactly the same.
Let's talk about their behaviors.
Yeah.
What is the difference in their behaviors? You've got an 18-year-old and you've got the twins are 14.
14, yes.
So what differentiates them? Talk about their difference in behaviors, like attitudes in them, before we move to another question.
So in the beginning, they were all pretty much troublesome, as autistic children could have been.
Like breaking things in the house?
Breaking things in the house. So they needed pretty much 24/7 supervision on things they have to do.
Wow.
And let's say the first one is very hyperactive. Then the one who get to work late is a lot calmer. And then the last one, he can vary between the two. He can want his own space because they also have an issue socializing with other people. They have an issue within their space. So it is very important to monitor all these things in more details. That there are times he wants to be around people, there are times he doesn't want to be around people. And then it's very, very important if you have an autistic child to pay attention to those things. It is very challenging. It was a shock for me, but I thank God that we are where we are. We have break so many boundaries in terms of how autism could have affected us.
Ah, merci beaucoup. Bonsoir à tout le monde qui est connecté. Si vous venez de vous connecter, partagez vraiment. Je vois Irma Sophia qui est connectée du Brésil. Je vois Pasteur Georges, moi Marcelina Ramires de l'Angola. Vous êtes beaucoup qui êtes connectés. Partagez vraiment. Nous parlons de l'autisme. Est-ce que c'est démoniaque, c'est la sorcellerie ou bien c'est une condition maladie, comme une maladie? Je suis avec le frère Bienvenu. Ils se sont mieux en anglais, c'est pour cela qu'ils parlent en anglais, mais je serai bilingue ou trilingue. Il disait qu'il a 3 enfants, mais on a parlé de le premier-né qui était diagnostiqué avec l'autisme. Il a compris, il a pris de cours, c'était une tristesse pour lui, mais quand même, il a pu affronter cela. Mais après, il a eu 2 enfants, les jumeaux. Et le 2 était encore diagnostiqué avec ça. C'était traumatisant pour toi.
Oui, très traumatisant. Ouais.
Et après, il a encore appris. Mais nous voulons savoir, qu'est-ce que tu as fait pour être fortifié? What were your strengths and what kept you going? What kept you? Because there are parents who feel quite suicidal. I've got people writing to me who feel quite suicidal because of the kind of children they have, because they don't understand why me. Everybody else has got children, but their children don't behave like mine. Why me? Many parents have these emotional problems and they feel suicidal. I talk to some mothers, so let me talk to me. How? What was your strength to keep you going?
I have been on that stage myself. I have tried it, I think, 2 or 3 times.
So you were suicidal?
Yes.
Wow.
But one thing you have to take a look. I'm sure a lot of people which are following us are Christians.
Yes.
God cannot give you something which he knows you are not able to do.
He will never give you more than you can bear.
So, first thing first, I trust in God. I pray a lot about it.
Why did you feel suicidal? What was going in your head?
Somehow, like you mentioned, other parents, there are other families which they have mother and father bringing up maybe one autistic child. But there are some which are single mothers or single father like myself. these children have their mom, but she doesn't even know their whereabouts. So I have to.
Talking about your children.
Yes,
they
I have
have
to.
the mother.
Their mother lives in this country.
But the mother doesn't look after them.
No.
Oh, so where is the mother?
I don't know her whereabouts.
So
but
you've been looking after them since when? For how long you've been looking after them as a lone father?
Since 2007. So
2007.
So nearly 12 years now.
You've been looking after them on your own for 12 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was difficult. This suicidal thought comes when you confine yourself. You start thinking about autism in more details.
Wow.
How it affects children. You can even think what's going to happen when they turn into adults. So am I going to be looking after them for the rest of their lives?
Yeah.
What other options are there?
Brings me to my next question.
Yeah. So when you get yourself to be thinking like that, it is very difficult. That's really what gives you these thoughts. Sometimes you feel worthless.
Yeah.
You have to choose who you have around you. Avoid negative people with negative attention within your life, within your children's life. These are things I put in place and they motivated me to keep on going.
Positive thinking, praying, God made you to keep going. So it has affected, because you said they need a lot of attention, a lot of watching, a lot of supervision. So basically your life is stopped because you have to look after them. How does that affect you work-wise? How does it affect your love life, your social life? You got to go to parties. How does that affect you?
I have put certain things in place. My children are autistic, but by the grace of God and the knowledge I've put together over the years, you wouldn't even believe that they're autistic unless somebody tells you that they are.
Great.
So they are well-mannered. So we live pretty much a life just like a typical family life could be. And I know the challenge is there in terms of relationship and things like that.
Yeah.
But it is important that you focus. Because let's say in my side, I have 3 of them. I don't just think for myself.
Yeah.
I think for them as well.
Everything revolves around
Yes,
them.
I have to certain things based on a routine. I have to decide on how to do things.
Yeah.
So I can sense through them that this one, something is troubling him. Let's say for the past few years, now that they've been reaching puberty age, especially Esra's, the first one and one of the twins are non-verbal.
They don't talk,
Then those experience, body changing and everything, is something everybody in general, you need to have somebody to talk to. But we can't communicate at that level. But we keep on going.
Yeah. So we're going to stop for a bit. We're going to go for a break. But then when we come back, you're going to tell us about practical advices that you can give somebody watching who's got autistic children. We're going to go into the practical things that really we need to do. Frère, bienvenue à expliquer Bijoux Makam Tozo Zonga dans quelques secondes. Partager, inviter quelqu'un à expliquer Bijoux ndenge nini ya sala ka po manager bana.
Batata mama bandiku. Makambu izangaki ya wana siko na zupesa bino. So buyaba kite, bufunga matoi buyuka. To luki mingi tutali gauche droite. Tozomona clarté, tozomona nzilate. Juste louer. Bandiku juste louer.com. Juste louer.com. Yangonde mama na idéologie. Juste louer.com. Yangonde ekuvandisa bafere. Juste louer.com. Yango wana eye pena na monde entier il peut sa solution. Bandiku, batumsusu bazana tous les continents. Bao bazana Amérique bazari. Bao bazari na Océanie bazari. Bao bazari na Asie bazari. Bao bazari na Afrique bazari. Batu bazari na ba continent nyonso. Mais sikoyo, juste aloué.com et yo pesa biso connexion. Connexion encore c'est facilité na vie tout ça moi ba makambo moko boy. Bandiku, ulingi promotion ya faire na yo. Naza usenga ba entrepreneur nyonso tu ba chef d'entreprise. En tout cas, bon visiter site na biso oyo ya zistaloué.com. Bandiku na ngai, vous avez besoin de marketing ya faire na yo. olinga yeba na partout na monde entier kubanga te na justaloué.com soko visiter biso tuzali wana pona vous proposer ba message et puis pona kusala visibilité ya faire na yo nyonso na justaloué.com bandiku visiter biso ukumona ozi solution ya oyo lukaka na justaloué.com ils ont même solution na monde entier na justaloué.com ils ont fait sa connexion na monde entier na justaloué.com bandiku na seki ils ont fait sa vue na justaloué.com bandiku wana facilité ya urunga na Afrique ubimi na poto na justaloué.com uzana facilité ukuvoyage ukena yope bien au comité na mbuka okei na justaloué.com na justaloué.com bandiku erumuna ruba bariba nka na église mais na justaloué.com tokusa ngupi so botate uzwa mwana.
Welcome back, welcome back. Okay, if you're just joining in now, this is Talk to Me. We are talking about autism. Is it a medical condition or is it witchcraft? I've got Benvindo Kuzulu. He's going to give us more. Na za awa na frère bienvenu Tozulu Bela. Est-ce que autisme ezakindoki démon to maladie to yokai asola nangai? Before we went on break, you mentioned something about you have to be very careful and pay attention to detail about your children autistic. And you mentioned something about their eating habits.
Yes.
The choice of food. Let's talk about that. Sense is affected, taste is affected. Talk to me about their habits, eating habits.
It was very difficult in the beginning, but I didn't have much choice. As much as I understand their condition, as much as I want to help them, there are sacrifices we have to make both ways. Because since they were not available at that time, they couldn't really tell me what they want to eat. I have to decide or propose to them what I think they will be able to eat.
Wow.
So all these things have to be command within a routine. But so there was a time where I will cook something, I'll be part of their group. So we'll sit on a table.
When you take group, sorry, school group?
No, I mean at home.
At home, okay.
So we have to do a lot of stuff together. That's how I managed to teach the children how to develop certain behavior which slightly or a bit different to a typical autistic child. I have to prepare food for them. I have to sit on the table. Back then, I have to feed all three of them.
Oh my goodness.
They wasn't able to feed themselves.
Oh my goodness.
But we have to, I came up with an idea. Maybe we put food on the table. Well, I know by this routine, now it's lunchtime, everybody must be hungry. So there's the food. I will have mine. I'll be eating. Then I give them opportunity to try. So that's how I managed to get the attention to understand certain things, that this, you can eat, this is good. Look at daddy's eating it. That I'll be making gesture.
Wow.
So in general, for us to be able to get to this point, I don't see my children as autistic in my head. I see them like special people.
Wow.
They motivate me, they keep me going. In everything I do, they are part of it.
Okay.
And this what gives me the courage. It wasn't easy. It's not an experience. Even myself up to today, I think I just thank God. A lot of people ask me, how did you manage to do it? How did you get to this point? As much as I can explain, everybody have their way of thinking. Everybody understand, but some people, they still don't understand. How did you manage? And this is the reason why I've decided to come to this platform, share the experience. It is a sad situation to have a child, at least one, who's not functioning the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
He's 18. You can see a lot of 18 boys which are born around the same time with him.
Yeah.
They are going to school by themselves.
Yeah.
But he may need to be taken to school, brought home, certain things. So thinking about all these things, it really affects you. Then when you are looking the 18 years old one, you're looking at 4 years down the line, I will be dealing with these ones as well. So,
Yes.
but it's a rewarding in a way, but it's very difficult.
Wow. I'm just quickly going to recap it a little bit Lingala for the Lingala people. Donc, bref, frère, bienvenue à expliquer biso que yé azan banamisa tout problème à collier is un problème pour na bango. Goût is un problème. Koyoka is un problème pour na bango. Donc, makelele yoko ka muke mizaka amplifier na matoi na bango mona azumi beta na matoi makelele le kimingi alobaki yango avant et goût is un problème bakobo ya biloko. Mais yé po na ye amonaki lokola bako yé kola na ko copier yé. Il faut alamba kabiloko atie na mesa heure oyo ki batu bakoza na nzala. Heure ya midi, heure apoko atiblo na mesa abengi bango ensemble, bali ensemble, bango sko baola na papa zolia, bango pe ba copier papa zolia. Donc nyoso papa kolia, bango pe bazolanda. Et ça qui moi passe moko ya liboso ça na 18 ans. Donc azo calculer ba oya 14 ans kala pété ba ozana 18 ans. Donc ils ont ba émotion o e matakaye na mtema vraiment félicitations.
Thank you.
Parce que problème ils alli tout le monde a quand mutazana mona autisme. Tozo ki mabango, tozo boa ko approcher mais tozo ebate ke baza ba parents très spécial. Parce que oh bozo sala. My next question. So I want to say thank you and congratulations for being a good dad. Do people treat you differently? You mentioned Estras is 18. Other kids his age are probably having girlfriends, going clubbing. You taking him to school.
Yeah.
And tell me, do people treat you differently at church, at parties? Do people stigmatize and yeah?
Now the good thing we have, we are pretty much close to a lot of people which they knew them since they were little. So those treatment, like I mentioned, it is a very important you as a father or as a parent looking after your children, even a typical child, you have to make a decision which environment you would like to expose your child. You have to make the decision which environment which type of people you can allow around your children. These things comes, but myself, I can sense those things. Like I mentioned earlier, I avoid having people with negative thoughts around them. I avoid people which doesn't treat them right to be around them. It is a challenge, but I have a very good group social friends which they help me.
Yeah.
In the other hand, it's very difficult, but I can manage, or we can all manage to live life as typical as possible.
What do? You walk into a shop and the other one is jumping, he can't talk, he's making sounds, or he runs off into a shop, people are looking at you. How do you deal with that? For somebody watching, how would you deal? Because some people cry.
Yeah.
When people mistreat their children, they cry. Does it ever happen that you break down and you cry?
It happened so many times.
Yeah.
But God has been good. Before, I could not take my children to a restaurant. We could not go shopping. We couldn't even go out for a fanfare or anything like that. But with time and consistency, sometimes we will plan to go spend 10 minutes in a supermarket. If the first 2 minutes is too much for them, we decided to stop shopping and we go back home.
Wow.
But you really need to love your children. See them like no one else sees them. It will encourage you to at least try things. And when you start trying things with them, then when they become able to start with one, you can increase to 2. And it's very complicated. You really have to be patient. You can do 1, 2, 3, 4. All of a sudden, you're going back to square one. That's how they wear the behavior,
Yeah.
or the attitude change in certain things. These things, going shopping before, it was a challenge. Up to today, still is. We try to do it as little as possible.
Okay.
Because I want them to be part of the community we live in. So, especially the elder one, as he goes older, at school, they do certain stuff like I do at home, but he's doing very good. That's the reason why I get asked, how do you manage this? Because it's very challenging for one child alone. Then when you have a 3, as a lone parent, is then very, very difficult. But along the way, I have the support of people. I have people which came into my life on a temporary basis. They moved on, but I really do appreciate everyone's input. Even toileting. The autistic children, 18 years old, see wears nappy.
Yeah.
And I had exactly the same experience.
Yeah.
Estes was wearing nappy until when he was about, I think, 5 or 6 years old.
Oh my goodness.
And same as the twins. But you have to be consistent on what you do with them. Even if they don't get it today, give them opportunity to try again tomorrow.
Yes. There's a few people commenting here. Thank you so much. Those who are commenting, I think people are really taken by what you're saying. They're realizing how hard this is. There's a lady here that says she wants your number. Kake na Lola. Lingi numéro na yo po atu na yo ndenge nini uzo salango. En tout cas ngamona beteli talk to me déjà maboko. Ko betata maboko. Na beteli talk to me maboko parce que expérience na yo esali que mutu moko aza connecté sepeli abenga yo atu na yo bazo féliciter yo fantastic dad. Espérance Ramires alobi fantastic dad. Bozé Belé et Denisha Thérèse en Espagne alobi na yo merci, félicitations. Thank you for all. Share and invite people. It's important. So, Pastor Firefog Alobi, that's deep. That's wonderful. Now, we mentioned about how it affects you, because your whole life is devoted to them. How would that affect the choice of partner, marriage?
Well,
They have to get accustomed. How does it affect you?
it does affect me a lot, but one thing, I've a child of God, I live every day as God allows me to live it. Before I could have a plan. Let's say I had a plan that I should retire when I'm 40. That's out of the window. So every plan I can make now is involve my children's life. And the one I say children is not just a special needs one. I'm a very blessed man. I have 6 children altogether. The other 3 are typical, only the other 3 which I deal with. I am very limited on what I can do. And
In terms of social life,
love life, there are things I don't even think about.
Why is that? Is it because you're afraid of who can come into your life, or why is that you don't do some things?
You know, let me share this. There might be a lot of people out there, I believe they share this experience with me. In what sense, you could be a well-mannered man, a well-mannered woman, just because you have a special need child. A lot of people, even relationship-wise, they look at you different. Because I have had experience where I am in a relationship. The big problem was the children. So, if you're in this position, don't stress yourself.
Yeah.
The right one will come who will support you, not temporarily, maybe forever.
Amen.
If you take a look at yourself, even you being a mother of this special need child or a father of this special need child, you are someone special.
Yes.
Because the reason why we struggle with these things, we're trying to put an end on people's life. You can look at my son because he's autistic. You are thinking this one is useless.
Yeah.
He's not going to bring anything. is not going to be nobody.
Yeah.
But one thing we're forgetting, God knows why they're here.
Yes.
Because if they were worthless, talking of my suicidal period, it came to me because I was thinking about the children.
Okay.
But just I was sitting, something came to me as a vision. God talking to me personally, that you think these boys are useless, they're worthless. If I thought that they're worthless, those people which the world see very important are in coma, are in serious sickness in hospital.
Yeah.
Why can't I take the breath of life and give it to them? They are the healthiest boys you ever seen.
Yeah.
They eat very well. They're hardly sick.
Yeah.
So there is a positive thing.
Okay.
What you can do, focus
And
on
they
the
make you
positive.
laugh.
Oh yeah.
They're
Oh,
jokers.
they are very sensitive. I will tell you, they are very protective.
Yeah.
One of my boys, the one who can talk, if you come to do any brutal joke with me, he will stand up and tell you. You
I saw him
can't.
dancing.
Yeah.
He loves to dance.
Oh, that's a man of God. He loves. He understands that his life have a purpose because of God. He prays a lot.
Tell me about his birthday. He had a birthday recently. Tell me what he said in the church. 'Cause I saw the video.
Now, maybe in the next program we might bring you the video so we can
Yeah.
share with our viewers. But it is very important to stay positive.
Okay, that's it. Now, have your children ever been stigmatized, being demon possessed?
I wouldn't even allow that to happen to begin with. One thing I don't believe, like we mentioned about witchcraft, I don't believe that is a witchcraft. These children were born within the church. As I speak today on TV, I'm sure I've been living in London for over 20 years now. And I know a lot of men of God around. I have so many men of God pray for the children. So if it was something spiritual, they could have been healed. But God does his things on his own time. The only thing I thank God, we wake up, we live as normal as we can. As long as we are still alive, God knows.
Yes. Thank you.
I'm a born-again children, Christian. I don't need somebody to tell me what my children's condition is. I pray. I got a lot of pastor friends. So, and I keep them within a routine of God. They know that when they wake up, they have to say a little prayer. They have to say a prayer before they eat. They have to say a prayer before they go to bed. And I believe that that same God who wants them to be here is still protecting them. And he knows their future.
Yes. Wow. Amazing. Do you know, I know you so well, more than other people know, but I didn't realize, you're bringing tears to my eyes, because I didn't realize, my honest truth from the bottom of my heart, I didn't realize you go through so much. And that's the thing. I didn't realize how hard this is. I'm so grateful that you came. So some couples, they separate because they don't understand what's happening with the children. Some couples, this is not you, general, that I've known, they separate because of the benefit money paid for the kids. So I want advice from you. Is this money millions? Really, tell us.
Oh my God.
Bazwaka bénéfice is pona ba autisme ezalaka ba millions parce que ba couple ba séparé pona ngo. Et puis c'est biso za nini mbo ezaka belé.
No.
Mbo utilité nango ezaka nini po mutu mo azotala comprendre. Somebody watching, they need to understand what the financial support is for. Is it a lot of money?
Let me start with a couple thing with people, couple not getting along because the children have a problem. I'm sure there is a say in our mother tongue which says that it takes a whole village to bring up a child.
Yes, I love that.
So therefore, you as a father or mother, you need to be together, or you need to stay together in order even to help your children benefit for something positive.
Okay. So that might...
Even you aunties, uncles, grandma, if you have a time, spend time with those special needs children. They need it. Because sometimes, because they have a problem with the social life, keeping them in the same place, that's why we have a problem. Some parents are restricting the children. They cannot go this way, they cannot go that way, because people going to say this, people going to think this.
Yeah.
And you draw the children back.
So is it millions?
Talking about money, I'm sure we all live in Europe. Every citizen in this country.
Oh no, people are misbehaving. I want this truth to be out there.
No.
What is that money intended for?
Like I was saying, every citizen within Europe have an entitlement to some kind of benefit.
Yes.
If you are not working, as the children, they get child benefit.
Yes.
And them being a special need, they get another different type of benefit, which is called disability living allowance.
Yes.
Disability living allowance.
It's clear.
It's clear. This money is for the child. Me personally, even having all three of them, every penny they get coming through for them, I make sure their priority are in the first position.
Amen.
And this money are not even, I don't know. in my case, because it varies in the condition of the child, I must support the child need and things like that. But even it's not even more than 300 or 400 pounds a month.
And the child uses all that money.
Exactly,
Food,
because
going out.
Because I've heard some testimony where other parents are mistreating their own children.
Yes.
The benefit they get, instead of looking after the children, they're using it for themselves.
Yes.
That's something I wouldn't do. I thank God, because I came in this country my early adult life. I take advantage of what this country has to offer.
Okay.
I studied, I finished, I had a good job, and I had my life organized as I started having children. So this organization I have within myself is even better, what's helping me keep going with the children.
Good.
You have to be organized and try your best to be as happy as possible.
Hey, I like
and
that.
As the children, every home, if the children are not happy, even you, mom or dad, you wouldn't be able to be happy. Money is not a lot of money.
Yeah.
In my point of view, I don't even see it as my money, because there are certain things I put aside for them. They go saving just like every other children.
You save money for them.
Exactly.
Okay.
And on the other hand, based on their condition, even though we are doing certain things, we are improving certain ways, I even got a private psychologist who comes and do session with them, because that's what their benefit is for.
So what treatments do they get? What treatment do they get for autism before we finish?
There is no treatment for autism as far as I know.
Management therapies that you get for them?
Well, this was in the beginning. Like I mentioned, how much we have improved, how much the boys have improved, how far they have become. Like I mentioned, even behavior-wise, I tried my best to be practical with the children than to let them be depending with medication to control their behavior. They are very caring, well-mannered, without treatment.
Okay.
So that's one plus for us.
So no medication, but management therapies is what you use for them?
Because what I have done, all these therapists, management therapists,
behavioral management therapy.
Yes.
Yes.
I went into more details to find out how exactly this behavior can be changed. And slowly, one step at a time, we try today, it didn't work. We try tomorrow, because sometimes we go to parent evening, we say, oh, we go to church pretty much every Sunday, we stay there for 2.5 hours, 3 hours. How do you manage them to stay in one place with a lot of noise, people praying, dancing, and sometimes they join in our church as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's something, the sooner you start it, the better.
Okay. Practical advice. So, what lessons have you benefited from throughout your experience as a father with kids with autism? And what practical advice can you give to parents watching us today who have autistic children?
Okay. First thing first, love your child or love your children just like you love the rest of them, which are typical. When you have that in your top of your head that these have to have a less love, this one have to have more love, the complication starts there.
Yeah.
Love them all equally, and they support those ones with a special need more than we will support the other ones.
Okay. Okay.
It's not too late. If you didn't know about my experience, which I'm sharing with you today, you can make goals and start a budget that this is how I would like to try things.
Yeah.
It's going to be difficult, especially if the child is already grown. He has his boundaries, knows how he does things, or how to mess up the whole house. It's not going to change overnight, but there is a hope.
Yeah. Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
So, in simple words that you can, tell me, talk to me. What kind of support do you believe the church, the family, and the government should give to people who've got autistic children? Church, family, government.
Well, as a family, I know that we here in Europe, we're all busy. Everybody go work, everybody go this to do, everybody go that to do. But every now and then, if you can manage the time to visit, or you can manage a minute to talk, because some of us, you can be as lonely as possible, because
lonely.
who can you talk to?
Wow.
Everybody is busy. You don't have a, like a love life, somebody you can talk to for hours when you feel like talking to someone.
Wow.
So as a family, if you know your sister, your brother, your auntie have an autistic child, try to pay attention to that family. They need you. As little as you can do, go ahead and do it. Church, well, I wouldn't want to comment a lot about church because I don't really know how the mechanisms of the church works in terms of supporting others.
What would you like? If you were to ask the church for support, what kind of support would you want?
Support I can ask for the church, maybe be hands-on within a family. The type of contact you can have within your family, some of us or some people are here without the family. That's why the church is our main community. That's why the church can come in. So at the moment, as far as our government concerned, there is not much they do. I will give you an example. Going back to the money thing you said, when I start looking after my firstborn, I was entitled to benefit called carer's allowance. Then after they found out that I got 2 more, that doesn't change anything. You can only claim a carer's allowance for 1 child, not the all 3. So there are certain things they have put in place, but more of them is about the children. There is not really much support for us parents. I have this discussion plenty of time with the social workers, but they're limited in what they can do. Yeah.
But there is help with the government in terms of benefits, help with the social workers?
Yeah, we have a family social worker. Yeah.
Okay. Last word or advice before we finish to any mother watching, any person watching who's got a relative who's got autistic children. I know you've just mentioned it a few minutes ago, but just round up for us. Based on your experience, what can you tell anyone watching us now in Talk to Me?
The best advice I can share with you, remember, you are not alone.
Yes.
there is plenty of us around going through the same problem you are going through. But most of all, God is in control. Trust in God. Prepare yourself. Be as happy as you can be. I know this program is just the beginning of so many, because this awareness, I have seen autistic children, even in Africa.
Yeah.
You can see a child, because I live with them so many years, I can tell that this child is autistic. But people who are around him, they are not even aware. That's exactly what is bothering this young man. I would like to bring this awareness as far possible as I can.
Things to look out for self-diagnosis for a mother. Things to look out for, just quickly, for 1 minute.
Most of the time it starts with aggressive behavior.
Aggressive behavior.
And isolation. It doesn't like to be around people.
Isolation.
Picky with food.
Pickiness with food.
And
noise.
Noise.
Speech impediment.
Speech impediment, noise. Sometimes you can sense them, they always like to have something, like I mentioned, it's the sensory thing. Everybody have a right to play with a toy, but them, they have a certain toys or certain way, or they like to do things. So these are certain things you have to bear in mind.
Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you, people, for connecting. This is Talk to Me. Thank you for connecting. We're going to be coming with more topics. Rose Bijoux Ramires with Talk to Me. This was emotional. I had to contain myself not to cry, because now I know people who've got autistic children need a lot of support. Maybe you were blind, you were not paying attention. Now start paying attention. A phone call, a visit, kindness will go a long way. Kindness. These kids can't control how they feel. They will keep shouting and shouting. Imagine being able to scream, but you want to stop, but you can't stop screaming. It is a twitch that they can't control. But then we look at them, we judge them, we reject them. We look at the parents, we judge them, we reject them. Hopefully this show has opened your awareness. We'll come back for more. Thank you, brother. Bienvenue. We're going to go on a short break, and then we'll be right back just to finish this show.
Comme entrepreneur, il y a monde entier, précisément communauté congolaise. Oza na entreprise na yo, oza na service na yo, oza na nini na yo, eloko moko sala, oza na besoin ya lancement, ya publicité, pona, bachaka, bokene musika te. Site salami ya bino, entrepreneur. Juste à louer.com. Pas ozwa, likamtoa na mo besoin. Azalo kwa Google. Google siko ya biloko nyonso o etale ba Congolais nzeta mino kimbanzi bolinga na expliquer bino ndenge na ko expliquer bino makambo ezo sala lelo biso tout na kata juste aloy ngadela ngadios la kata juste aloy ba grand prêtre na juste aloy ba tu pe ba sala mpiaka ba na juste aloy na so ba bino te na so ba bino te to sala si to pona bino
batata bamama bandiku makambo ezangaki yango wana sikoyo nazopesa bino so buyebaki te bufungwa matoi buyuka toluki mingi tutali gauche droite tozomona clair te tozomona nzela te juste aloué bandiku juste aloué.com juste aloué.com yango nde mama na idéologie juste aloué.com yango nde ekuvandisa bafere juste aloué.com yango wana eye pena na monde entier ipesa solution bandiku bato mosusu baza na tous les continents bao baza na Amérique bazali bao bazali na Océanie bazali bao bazali na Asie bazali bao bazali na Afrique bazali bato bazali na bacontinent nyonso mais sikoyo juste aloué.com eyopesa biso connexion ko se facilité na vie tout ça moi ba makambo moko boy bandiku olingi promotion ya faire na yo naza usenga ba entrepreneur nyonso tu ba chef d'entreprise en tout cas bon visiter site na biso oyo ya justaloué.com bandiku na ngai uza na besoin ya marketing ya faire na yo olingi yeba na partout na monde entier kubanga te na justeloué.com soko visiter biso tozali wana mpona vous proposer ba message et puis mpona kosala visibilité.
Welcome back. We're about to finish this show, but for every good thing, for everything, God always allows people to help you. We can't all make it alone. Like for autism, you're not alone. Ya bienvenue is there. I'm here. There's a lot of people to support you. Now, for this program to be made possible, we had people behind who are not here. Dr. Georges Balou, Pastor David Efole, but also the sponsor of this show, Juste à Louer. I'm not going to say much. I'll let him himself talk about Juste à Louer just before we finish. Thank you so much for making this show possible.
No, thank you. Thank you so much for having me here. And what a great show it's been. And I'm sure, I'm 120% sure that this show has touched so many people. I mean, just listening to the story there, I'm very deeply touched myself. Yeah. And we're so grateful to have people in our community who are so strong, you know, and this platform, I believe that this platform will bring out more people like that. So, you know, Bienvenue is a blessing to our community today.
Talk to
you know,
me.
and we wish him all the best, you know, with the children.
Yes, please. God bless him. Juste à Louer. Tell us. Talk to me.
Yeah, so Juste à Louer is there for the community also. You see, we are the only people that can build our community. Yeah. And one of the reasons why I'm also deeply touched today is because we're getting very useful information from somebody who's actually experienced what they're talking about. They know what they're talking about. And we need more people like that in our community. So, as some of you may know me, some of you may not know me, I'm Thierry, the founder of Juste à Louer, which means just for hire in French. And we have a great platform for our community. It's a market website, I believe one of the very first, but will surely be the biggest market website for us Congolese people. So I won't take much time because we don't have a lot of time here. I'm just shouting out to all of the business owners in our community. If you have a business, no matter how big, how small, you want your business to be on a platform which will give it an audience from the entire world, then Juste à Louer is your platform.
How do they get in touch with you?
Just go on our website, www.justealouer.com. All the contact details are there. We have a team here, we have a team in the Congo, and we're working very, very hard. So the opportunity is there for everybody to get on board.
Do what? Advertise houses, food, shops, clothes?
We are a platform which advertises all the products and services that are in our community. So if you're here in the UK, you're planning to travel to Congo or Angola, and you're looking for a place to stay, you can find properties there. If you're looking for food services, to buy food for your families back home in the Congo, we have services there people are providing. If you want to hire a car in the Congo to pick you up at the airport, there's cars there. So there's so much business, or even construction businesses that are based in the Congo. You can get in touch with them through our website. So the platform is there for all business owners that are yet to get in touch with us to upload your business contact information on justealouer.com. Just get on the website and give us a call, and we're sure to help you out.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Wow. Thank you to all of you that followed this program. We've come to the end of this program tonight. I want to thank God for this opportunity. I have so many things that God tells me to do, and visions He gives me, but everything in its time. And this time, God has opened the door for Talk to Me. So you could be out there at home watching us with an experience that you want to share that will bless someone. It be it painful. I'm sure you've been through the pain, but you've come out of the fire and you are strong. You've been through the floods and you've come out of it strong. let somebody else know how you managed to get out of that fire and come out alive. Come and share your experience. Talk to me. It's here for you so you can bless people. I am here. I want to be used by God to empower people. So this is your platform. Get in touch with us. Come and share your experience, and God will surely bless you. I thank God for this opportunity, and I thank God for Heaven Above Studios with Brother Jean-Michel. Amazing job. You know, we're in the coronavirus time. The infection control is impeccable in the studio. I am amazed. I am so comfortable. Maintaining social distancing and infection control here is amazing. So well done, Brother J. Mike. I really, really appreciate you. God bless you and go forward. And so those who follow me on Facebook, I'm on Facebook as Christianity Daily Empowerment is this page. If you have not liked this page yet, like it. Invite your friends to like it, because more will be happening on this platform. And I'm on YouTube as well as Rose Bijoux Ramires, and Instagram as Rose Bijoux Ramires. So do follow me, all of you at home, Esperance Bokassa Ramires and the family, all the Ramires family. There's too many people I can't give a shout out to all of you, but Apostle Lou Joseph all the way from Holland, and Ruth. God bless all of you for connecting today, and stay safe, stay blessed, stay empowered, and do talk to me. Until next time, bye-bye.